Hello guys, welcome to another VBA tutorial. So in this video we are going to learn how to use VBA ADO data objects library to import data from one workbook to another workbook. Okay, so we are going to use a data set which is a very simple data set that we have. It contains orders for desks. Okay, so it contains the date, desk, campaign and cost columns, and the complete data is available here. What we are going to do is we are going to import this data to our destination worksheet. Okay, so for that let's start writing the code. First of all, you need to use library which is Microsoft ActiveX Data Object 6.1 library. You can use the latest version available on your system. Once that is installed, you can start working on your code. So let's start with a public sub importing Excel data. Okay, first let's give our declarations. Okay, first let's define Excel DBA connection Excel con as ADODB dot connection. Okay, then let's define a record set dim temp rs as ADODB dot record set. Okay, then let's define our usual variables like an loop, worksheet, then some string variables, con string which will be the connection string for us, query, and the file path. Okay, so we will include an error handler in this also, which will be a very small normal one. On error, go to error handler. Okay, we are not going to use much complex error handler in this. We will just simply debug and print the error description if in case we get any error. Okay, so before that, error dot clear and exit sub. Okay, let's start the main content of the code. So let's set the sheet as this workbook dot sheets. We are going to use the sheet name which is destination for me. You can use as per your requirement. Okay, then we are going to set the file path. File path, and let me just take the file path which I have saved on my notepad. Okay, so this is where we are going to we have our file saved. Then let's give a connection string. Okay, so connection string for this you can use a website called connectionstring.com. Let me just show you the website also. So this is the website in which you can find all your connection strings. Let me go to the home page. Here you can find all the connection strings available for all applications. So here we are going to use Excel, and we are using Microsoft ACE OLEDB 12.0, and we are going to work with Excel 2013. Okay, you can find all your standard connection strings over here. We have used somewhat similar to Excel SX file, so we will give provider, data source, extended properties and headers for a connection string. Okay, so let's write it down. So provider would be Microsoft ACE, Microsoft dot ACE dot OLEDB 12.2, then data source, which is actually a variable for us because we have saved our file path in a variable. So we're going to include that. Make sure you are using the double quotes correctly so that a connection string actually works as a string. Extended property, Excel 8.2 htr, which means headers. So yes, we are going to give headers in this. Okay, let's close the connection string. Okay, now let us open the Excel connection. Set Excel con as new adodb.connection. Okay, Excel connection dot open, and we are going to use the connection string for us. Okay, if Excel con dot state is equal to 0, then go to error handler. So in case our connection string or the connection does not get open, then we are going to go to error handler and we will debug the error that we get. Okay, else it will continue in the code. Now let us set our record set as a new adodb dot record set. Let's define a string query. We are going to use a very simple query, that is select star from table. So in place of table we need to provide the sheet name. So on our source file we have the sheet name as sheet space 1, so we are going to use that only, and we are going to use a dollar sign after that. So this will be the table name for us in the Excel connection. Okay, now let's open the record set. Temp rs.open space, and you can find your syntax. We need a source, so source will be connections query, sorry, the string query, then the active connection, which is Excel connection, and you can give your other variables, cursor type and your check. Okay, log type. Okay, so with this our connection would get open. Okay, temp rs. Now we need to find out the headers also, so let's call this stage as adding headers to destination. Okay, so we are going to use a loop for this. Let's declare a variable. Okay, so we have already declared a variable. So for I loop is equal to 0 to temp rs dot fields dot count, and we are going to use -1 from this because we will be using the index number, so it will be 0 to count -1. Okay, next I loop. What we are going to do is we are going to put the header name on a sheet. So row number will be 1 and the column number will be I plus 1, which will be 0 plus 1, 1 in the first scenario, and then increasing it with 1. Okay, value is equal to temp rs dot fields with index I. Okay, dot name. So this will print a field name, which is the name of the column header on a destination sheet. Okay, after that we need to get a complete data set, and for that sheet dot cells, and we are going to put this value from second row and from first column. Okay, dot copy from record set, and we are going to give the record set name temp rs. Okay, with this we will be able to paste all the data from the record set that is derived from the source table onto our destination file. Okay, and let's just give a simple message box, success. Okay, let's try to run this code. Okay, we're going to run it line by line. Variable not defined, sorry, I've used I loop. Okay, let's give again. Okay, again I loop. Let's compile it first and then see if we get any error. No. Okay, let's run it this time. We have set the sheet, we have set the file path, we have set the connection string, set as a new connection. Let's open up the connection, so it should have work fine. You can see Excel state is 1, which if it would have been 0, then we would have been thrown to the error message with the error handler. We are setting the new connection for record set. Record set is also open now. Okay, so let's see what's the record count. Temp rs dot record count. So you can see we have 340. If we, that is the complete row numbers from our source file. Adding the headers, so value is going to be name. You can loop in for complete. We have total count of 4 and it has come out of the loop. Let's see our header. So you can see we have added all the headers on the destination file. Okay, and then copying the complete data set. Let's see it on the destination file. You can see we have imported complete data, then just a success pop-up. Okay, so this was all using the connection strings and the Excel connection as a ADO connection, and you can import your data from any Excel file to your destination file. I hope you liked the video. Thank you for watching.